Okay guys, welcome back, and we're continuing up to 100 of our rare Kyosho Mini Z unboxings. Righty, let's move on. So, I love yellow in Japanese performance cars, they just look so cool. First time I'd ever seen a yellow one, and this one just captivated me, man. It looks really nice. I've got this in blue, and I love this version because of that GT wing at the back. It's just jacked up to the sky. It looks totally wild. But in yellow, it's a different animal. Well, I haven't seen it in person yet, so you're going to see this with me. But what I saw on the internet when I purchased it, it looked kind of crazy. I'm going to just take it out of its plastic box, guys, so we can get a good look at it. Come on. You can tell when these are being stored away because the boxes look like they're going to just disintegrate. Right, let's have a look. Okay, oh, my paper's all over here. Let's have a look at the paper. So, here we are. And this is the Nissan Fairlady Z, Z33 Nismo S Tune. And this one's basically yellow, it's metallic, and it's equipped with a GT spoiler, which makes a massive difference. And it didn't look too metallic to me in the pictures, but wow, if it is, that's a bonus. Alright, looks like the display cabinet, the case just coming off, that's even better. You can have a nicer look at it. That's a bit of eye candy in it, guys. I like that. Looks nice. Stands out loads more than the blue one. The blue one's like a navy kind of blue, it was a bit dark. But that is nice, and I love them wheels. All these drifting cars seem to have like a silver rim around the spokes, and black with silver just looks crazy. Oh, nice black effect on the bonnet and the roof. Cool. I don't know what you think, guys, but I like that. Only ever saw one, didn't know that they did it in blue. That was news to me, so cool. You can go over here. Alrighty. I mean, I don't know, metallic doesn't jump out that much in yellow as it does in like a nice blue colour, but still pretty cool, guys. Pretty awesome looking. I hear something. Now, I had seen some of these come up on eBay, right, and they went for silly money. They were going for like £100. And I don't think they're even official Kyosho Mini Z models. I think someone else has made them and they're selling them on. So, yeah, I think I got this for £10. There's some guy in the UK selling it, and I'm sure they were the ones that I just saw in Japan go for like £100. But I don't think they are official Mini Z, guys, because I haven't come across these anywhere. Now, there was a nice one in yellow. How much tape's on this thing, man? There was a nice one in yellow. I didn't get that one. I ended up getting this one in silver. I'm having a right battle here, man. There's so much tape on this thing. I don't normally keep a pair of scissors with me because they just come off pretty easily, but this one's playing hard to get. Right, I hope I don't break it with Right, okay. Made a ring out of the plastic, the sellotape, right? Okay, now not new, pre-owned, but a little beauty, man. Not something you see every day, and I think with a few decals on it, that will look pretty awesome. So this is the 206, I think. Nice blue windows. I've never seen a Mini Z with a blue windscreen and windows. So you're going to see it on the stand anyway, guys. I want to give you a little look at that. But that will look pretty cool in a rally video. And it's not something you see every day. And it's not made for Mini Zs, but it does have the mount but it's not like an official Kyosho Mini Z make. Don't know who did this. Not an X mod. So yeah, I like that. I like it. So yeah, something definitely a bit different. But yeah. Okay, right guys, we're going to check them out on the stand. We'll put a body underneath them, get a good 360 look at them. But guys, get subscribed, get notified. There's more craziness to come. This is now, guys. So, get ready for the next vid and stay tuned to watch them on the stand. Okay guys, here we've got the Nissan Fairlady 350Z with the GT wing. And this is in metallic yellow with the cool black roof and black bonnet. I can't really get much information on this particular one, but obviously there's loads of information on the 350Z Nismo S-Tune. So the wheelbase is 94mm, it's a L, and this will fit an MR03 narrow with a rear motor mount. And I'm sure it'll fit a drifting car as well. Yeah, it will. So there's no offset on these wheels, front and rear. And they do come with the 5-spoke black wheels with the silver rim. Are they 5? I believe they are. Alright, these are 6-spoke, okay. Right, okay. Because normally the silver ones come with a 5-spoke. But that's cool. So the Nissan 350Z is known as the Nissan Fairlady Z Z33 in Japan. It's a 2-seat sports car that was manufactured by Nissan from 2003 to 2009. And let's see if we can get any specs on the actual. There's a whole heap of information on the market it was aimed at. And okay, let's have a look at this. So it says that the car was conceived by Nissan's North American design team in their free time, and the concept was introduced in a 4-state roadshow in July 1998 to various car media, dealers and employees. Yutaka Katayama, regarded as the father of the Z, unveiled the Z concept sketch to the public when he received a Motor Industry Award. The design, representing a modern vision of the 240Z, did not please the original 240Z designer Yoshihiko Matsui, who compared it to the Bluebird and Leopard. Okay, there's loads of that. So let me just see if there's any interesting specs on the car itself. Okay. So now these are specs of the Nismo S-Tune GT, which I think will be pretty similar. So that was released by Nismo to celebrate its success in motorsport, particularly the Super GT series. The S-Tune GT featured revised long nose bodywork, as in the Type E, and modified version of the VQ35DE engine called the S1, with more power, 296 horsepower, and higher redline, 7,200 RPMs, as well as a sportier Nismo suspension. So, I don't think there's too many specs on the actual... no, not really, guys. So, to promote this car, basically, Nissan released a short film. It's called The Run. And had the 2003 model being driven at a high speed. and it was basically running through the streets up to 124 mile an hour, and this was on cobblestone streets of Prague in the Czech Republic, and that movie lasted for about 6.5 minutes. Okay, interesting. So not really much information about the 0 to 16 this little bad boy or the top speed, but they look cool though. They do, even now compared to like the cars you see on the road. The Fairlady 350Z is definitely got a completely kind of different look to it. I've seen ones that don't have a GT wing, and they should have a GT wing on them, but they just look like a completely different shape. It looks like a monster, and it purrs. You know, I haven't really heard them put the foot to the metal, but it definitely purrs along. You know, and it has a nice presence to it. It just looks like it's mean. Do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, and I'm surprised a lot more guys haven't. You don't really see these in drag racing and street race vids as much. So I don't know why that is. It's usually the Supras and the Skyliners, but I don't know. A bit surprised about that. But when it comes to RCs in 1/10 scale, people have, you know, these are the shells that a lot of people in Japan love, and they kit them out, customise them. They put anime characters all over them, plaster them with decals, and they look mad. They do. Something about that shell, man. It's just like a Drift King. Okay. Well, that is definitely a rare beauty. I've only ever seen one. I mean, don't get me wrong, there will be loads more, but as far as I've come across them, it's just that one, and I thought, you know what, just in case it disappears and I never see it again, I'll have to get it. So yep, here it is, part of the family, part of the fleet, and let's move on, guys. Let's hit subscribe, get notified. Let me just check it out, what it's like on the white background, guys. You know, sometimes I thought the black background would bring out the yellow metallic look a lot more. So the lens of the camera doesn't really do it justice. I've noticed that when it comes to editing, that's where I really get to look at the colour of the car really, and how it's come through, and the lighting effect and everything. So what do you think? Was it better with a black background or white? I've just got a sneaky feeling black just brings the colours out a lot more. Okay, right guys, get subscribed, get notified, get ready for the next one. Mossy5734. Okay guys, so here we've got the Peugeot 206. Is it the 206, guys? Not 207. I think it's a 206. It must be like a GT version or a sports version, because if it was a Mini Z, obviously I'd know all the ins and outs, but it's not, so got to look it up. Now obviously it's kitted out. Obviously the front's got a body kit, it's got a massive rear spoiler on it. It looks like a Subaru spoiler, but yeah, so it looks a little bit different, so I'm thinking it's the 206, and if I'm wrong, guys, let me know, but I'm not changing the vid. If it is the 206, guys, yeah, so I think it was made in 2003, and the engine type's inline 4, 16 valve. Power wise, 177 PS, and 87 horsepower. Also for the litres, BHP 165. I think this is a bit of a sports version I'm looking at. The layout is a front engine, front wheel drive. It's got a 5-speed transmission, and the specs of the actual car are 0 to 60 at 7 seconds, and 0 to 100 in 16.4 seconds, and the quarter mile is doing it in 14.9 seconds, and the top speed is 140 mile an hour. That's definitely not a stock 206. But yeah, they used to call them the mini supercars, didn't they? The ones that had been modelled up. Because power to weight ratio, there was no weight on them whatsoever, and they could definitely shift. So they looked very similar, I think, to It might be the 206 GTI. Yeah. And that was the car that was sold in the UK. So this car was supposed to be faster than the Honda Civic Type R because it only weighed 986 kgs with one driver and a full fuel tank. So yeah, it's one of the pocket rockets, man. People just call it a tiny beast. And that's the plus point because obviously there's not much weight to them cars. So they'll kind of shift. Them specs aren't too bad though, guys. Not too bad for a little nippy car like that. But yeah, not something you see very often. I've only seen two that come up on eBay. There's a yellow one, and I've only seen one silver one. I've seen yellow ones come up. So yeah, just a bit different. I do like them blue tinted kind of windows that are there. So yeah, and definitely the body kit goes quite nicely with them wheels. And obviously it does fit a Mini Z. Now, do you know who made that? Because I ain't got a clue. It's not X Mods, because X Mods always have that back bit that, you know, of the shell that sticks. Basically, it's like a little plastic pole that slots into your X Mod car. If you're going to run them on Mini Zs, you've got to take that bracket thing off. So it's not. It looks like it's an aftermarket thing that's made for Mini Zs, but not made by Kyosho. But it's interesting, guys. I thought one of my first RCs, when I got back into RCs, was that, and if you look at on my channel, the introduction to my channel, here we go, you'll see that we've got two of them racing together, and I've got a GoPro mounted on one. So yeah, they were nice looking little cars, man. They're alright. Okay, right guys, let's move on. Get subscribed, get notified. There's more to come where that came from. Alright guys, Mossy75734.